I started showing some signs of mastitis, actually. And then I started getting chills, and I spiked a fever. And then later that day, I started getting some more intense symptoms. I just didn't really feel like myself. I called in to the OB and got a prescription for my mastitis. And within the next couple of days, I just kind of worsened, actually. You know, the fever and the chills had gone away, and the mastitis started to feel a little bit better. But overall, a feeling in general of my overall health, I kind of knew something was off. I started having really rapid heartbeats, even walking from the living room to the kitchen, and started noticing that my breath was a little off as well. It wasn't like I was gasping for air, like some people explain it. Mine was more of if I would take in a breath, it would kind of cut, and then I would start coughing after that. I literally picked up the sheet and showed it to my mom, and I said, shortness of breath, 911. I said, we're going in. And she kind of looked at me like, I think you're just having a bad anxiety attack. You know, it's really stressful going to 2. You're tired. You're not getting sleep. And I just said, Mom, something is not right. And I did. I pointed to the sheet, and I said, we're going. So we went to the ER. You know, they did my pulse oximeter and everything, and my pulse was about 163. And so immediately they put me back in the room, started drawing labs and everything, and putting in the orders, and did the blood work to kind of see if there was a possibility that it would be a clot. They did the CAT scan, they did the chest x-ray and everything like that. The x-ray came back normal. And then he came in and said, we got the results of your CAT scan, and there's a small clot in the right lower area of your lung. So at that point I cried, you know, not really sure what it entailed. So I had a mix of emotions going through my head, you know, thankful that they caught it, scared to death that I wasn't going to go home to my girls. I had a 9-day-old newborn baby, a two almost 3-year-old that, you know, I was her everything. So really just kind of emotionally scared me. People have different complications with everything, but that kind of fear of not knowing if you're ever going to hold your baby again. And they actually, the hospital was wonderful. They made sure that I was on a prescription and Lovenox as well. That wouldn't affect my breastfeeding. They enabled me to bring my baby back to the hospital because she was only 9 days old at that time, to continue breastfeeding. So my experience, while, you know, different than being at home with her, they did everything they could to keep it as normal as possible, keep her with me, and make sure the medicines I was on, that I was able to continue breastfeeding, and I currently still am right now. You know, they kind of were surprised I wasn't cesarean. I didn't have any risk factors, anything like that, but it still happened, and it still can happen.